Hello, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to this building vlog. So a few more updates since last week. I'm pretty much done with the decals on the main body of the Axis Osiris aerial Dominator model kit. I really like how this one is coming along. There's a lot of fine detail that you get with the decals, in addition to crazy part separation and gimmicks. I mean, this is starting to look pretty nice. As far as the main body goes, the next step, the final step, is to clean up all of the water decals, because especially when you use a mark setter, it leaves dry marks after it dries out, which is quite visible, especially on the camera. So it's pretty easy to clean up as well. It's like a mix of water and Mr. Mark Softer. Gets rid of it pretty easily. It might be a bit of a tricky task to accomplish because of the steady water-based panel liner. You don't want to mess that up as you clean out the decals. But that's a fairly quick task. I'm then gonna assemble that. And also the final part of the build I'm working on right now is the stand, right? So the stand actually is pretty cool. It's got a little storage compartment on the side for spare hands. It's quite small, and it also opens only on one side, not on both sides, which is a bit odd. They could have made it open on both sides to have more storage capacity. And also it opens at the front, but it's a bit tight at the front. I'm not gonna open it right now. You will see it in the review though. But it has a lot of nice detail molded into it. So what I did is I actually provided highlighting detailing in it using a green DSPA metallic marker, because that vibes well with the rest of the kit, and a couple of chrome details as well. So should look pretty cool on camera, especially after I add decals onto this thing. Then for the ladder on the side, I've actually chrome panel lined that, so it creates a bit of more of an impression that there is step by step. A bit more detail on the sides. Also, I used the chrome marker on these tubes at the back, so there's a bit more detail coming through. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's actually quite a small base when you consider the size of the kit. I mean, look at this. One leg easily occupies half of it, right? Even the feet. They're quite massive, right? So it's not bad for a standing pose, but it creates a tight package, I would say, for the entire kit. I'm really hopeful that the decals are sturdy enough that they don't get too damaged when you put the kit on top of them. And also it's got a pretty cool arm. You can see it actually already on the videos I posted for the inner frame. So the little pilot figure is actually on this articulated arm that's attached here on the base. But I also added detail here with the marker and the chrome marker. I don't think you put any decals on top of actually this thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. There's a lot of that nice little detail. There's also some refueling equipment or something like that. I added a little bit of detail on those things too. As you can see, here's a green top. Then there's a little cart, a storage container thingy. So I colored it with a marker on the sides and added more green on top. It's a bit rough coloring with the markers, but these are pretty small parts, and I think it doesn't hurt to add a little bit of detail to them. But they're not too big to actually draw too much attention. So yeah, probably soon enough, within a week or two, the Axis model Aerial Dominator review will come out. I'm almost done with it. Then it's just cleanup is pretty quick. Assembly takes no time at all, and then probably a couple of filming sessions just to go through a few poses, then a little review video recording, and then it will be out on the channel. But the next video actually is going to be a figure review that's probably going to come out by the next weekend. So I just received the InArt 1/12 scale The Dark Knight Rises Batman. Very much excited to review this figure. I love the Dark Knight series. So from the Batman Begins and so on. To me, it's like a separate, like thing in the Batman universe, not necessarily canonical to the comics, right? But the entire aesthetic, the portrayal of Batman, the entire story, I liked it a lot. And it's gonna be my first InArt figure as well. I haven't had any 1/6 scale InArts. I have a few 1/6 scale Hot Toys figures, and some of them are already reviewed on the channel, some of them are in the backlog, some of them are in the pre-orders. But I haven't had any InArt figures yet because I think they don't really have that many on 1/6, and I don't think I've seen anything that I really wanted to buy and that was not exuberantly expensive from what I saw. I think I saw there like a bundle of figures for like well over $1,000 for the Joker movie, which I'm not that big of a fan of that movie, to be honest with you, but also that price, I mean, geez. Anyway, and this is also going to be my first 1/12 scale figure as well, so curious how they deal with the joints and articulation, because obviously the way, for example, Bandai does it in 1/6 scale, which is much larger, they limit the articulation quite a bit for the suits to be pretty tight, but you also then don't get open joint separation and stuff like that, so they go for like realism over function, something like that, I guess. But I haven't done also that many Hot Toys figures anyway. So yeah, very much looking forward to reviewing this. I just got it from Gundamit, so as always, huge thanks to Gundamit for all the support they've given to the channel. Lovely people. If you're interested in buying any figures or third-party kits or anything like that, I always recommend checking out Gundamit. I got a relationship going on with them, but so always do your own research on the buy from places you're comfortable with, and if you decide to buy there, consider using reviewer code SKH. That helps me out directly and helps me grow this channel and do more builds, spend more time building. And yeah. And that's, I think, pretty much it. Oh no, there's also one more thing. So I actually had a chance to visit the TORCAN expo, I guess, or like a meetup yesterday. I'm gonna throw in some pictures into this video from that thing, and I'm gonna post more on my Instagram, so check that out if you're interested. But pretty cool event. It's mostly around it seems like different stores and different like hobbyists selling their backlogs at dirt cheap for cash, obviously, which is pretty nice. But in terms of like figure competition and exhibition, it's mostly kind of focused on scale models, so like planes, boats, and tanks and stuff like that. A lot of cars. Some really nice craftsmanship on some of the planes that I managed to snag pictures of. Like some of them a bit weird. Like some of them had a lot of weathering on the paint, but the decals were super duper clean, which looked a bit odd to me at least. Some of them were absolutely fantastic. Some of them were like pretty newbie, which is interesting because I guess anybody can go and show their work off there. There were a couple of Warhammer figures. Some of them, like Ultramarines, were very nicely done. Like there was a squad of Ultramarines on assault bikes. They got the color of the like Ultramarine color really well. It wasn't too dark. It was like perfect edge lighting, really nicely done. There was like also really nice Tyranid figure where they got like the bone and skin colors really well at a very small scale, obviously. And there weren't many mechas though. There were a few Gundams. Yeah, I think there were a few Gundam mechas. From what I saw, it was like either really heavy weathering, which I'm not always a fan of. I like subtle weathering, honestly. Or they looked like very basic builds, but it's still nice to see mecha represented at an event that's not really mecha oriented from what I can gather. Nice vibes as well, so definitely enjoyed attending that. If you ever get a chance, consider giving them a try, see which you might like, or go and show your stuff off as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it from my end for this vlog. I hope you all are had or are having a lovely weekend. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.